look at the politics of it. Okay, I take Shahid's point that everything is not about politics, but a lot is about politics, because if you do not have power, you cannot change things, right? So to that extent, Shahid bhai, you can have an ideological position, but politics asks compromise of you, it asks pragmatism of you, and we've seen the opposition trying to calibrate what is the best balance for us when it comes to issues of religion. Rahul Gandhi wasn't looking for balance in his speech today. He was absolutely strident. Is this just about one speech, or is this a gear shift?
We need to look at elections like a cold shower. You get in there and you get out a changed person. So I think that Rahul Gandhi, certainly having been through this election, has come out as if he's just had a really bracing cold shower. He has seen the future, and it is not about shirking, talking about the issues which they have been scared of dealing with frontally for a long time. But I think that, the image that remains actually is that of the speaker. The one who has got confounded and, in a sense, confined to his pen is actually the speaker. If you see today's parliamentary proceedings, you can see that here is a person who should be seen as a neutral umpire, and he has suddenly become the center of a new kind of debate about the proceedings and the procedures of parliament. Also, before I forget, Barkha, the person with whom you got the first ever exclusive interview with, Mahua Maitra, also gave a fiery speech where she also alluded to some of the issues that have been talked about just now. So I don't think we should forget that entirely.
No, I'm glad you made that point about Mahua Moitra, who said that I lost my uterus, I lost my home, but I have actually gained my freedom, and I will continue speaking, a lot of which she said in our podcast, which is available in full on our platform if you have missed it. Shahid, you are wanting to add to that? Go ahead, Shahid bhai.
You see, what Rahul said today is also about politics. I mean, it's very pragmatic politics, because as I said in the very beginning, that it's the people of India who have spoken, that we don't want these issues to be put on a back burner. We want to talk about, they defeated those forces, those who were talking in terms of polarization, Hindu, Muslim, etc., etc. So from there, he has got the strength, and everybody have the strength that speak out, speak up. Hindus don't want this kind of polarization, this kind of negative politics. So that is, one point. The second is, I agree with Rahul Eshwar that yes, Rahul, the Congress has changed. And in fact, most of the secular parties have changed, moved away from Nehruan secularism to Gandhian secularism. And Gandhian secularism is the real Indian secularism. Nehruan secularism is a Western secularism where you separate state and church. But Gandhian secularism is where the church and the state, they move hand in hand, but give every equal opportunity, equal respect, equal playing field to every religion. And that's from where the Gandhi started. All the Muslims, they used to sit with him and sing Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram. The Muslim League used to condemn those Muslim leaders like Maulana Azad or Maulana Muhammad Ali Jawhar and others for saying that they have become kafir because they are singing Ram Dhun. But they sang the Ram Dhun and they believed in it and they respected it. And today, if you in any Muslim area, in Muslim, even in Dargah, if you sing Ram Dhun, people listen to it and respect it. So that is the Gandhian secularism, because India, you cannot separate religion from state, and therefore it has to be a different kind of, and that's where I think Rahul Gandhi has learned, and others must learn, and they must move ahead. That in a way is a victory for RSS. That is one advantage they have got. I can't say this is a victory for BJP, because BJP uses religion only for polarization, for politics. But
so you're saying this idea of cultural Hinduism is now permeated our politics, and to that extent, the RSS would be happy.
Yes, it should be happy, because, and it was the original idea. It's not the original idea of the RSS. It's the original idea of Mahatma Gandhi, who changed politics
okay.
before Mahatma Gandhi. You see, just a point. Before Mahatma Gandhi, the Gokhale's or Dadabhai Naoroji's Congress was a very westernized Congress. It was not rooted in India. For the first time, Mahatma Gandhi, and that's where Jinnah got very angry. Jinnah was a very westernized, Muslim or Indian. He didn't like the kind of politics Mahatma Gandhi was doing, and that is the kind of politics India needs. So we must go back. And
that's an important point. Yeah.
Yes.
I want Dilip, just to add, if you want to add a sentence, and then I'll come to you, Ashwani, Shahi, and we have to start taking last comments. Dilip, this idea of Rahul Gandhi going from being a member of what the BJP used to call the Khan Market gang, right? The elite, westernized, super urban, very far removed from faith, not culturally rooted. That's not the image that the Congress wants to present. It wants to present, another interesting thing, Shahid, when Avdesh Prasad, who was the Samajwadi Party leader who won Ayodhya, beating the BJP, when he took his oath, there were chants of Jai Shri Ram from the floor, and those chants were led by Samajwadi Party leaders. So something very interesting is happening of an attempt to appropriate, the BJP would say, this space, and the opposition saying it never belonged to you to begin with.
I think that the point you made, Barkha, was something that I was just going to focus on, which is that in this process, you have seen the transformation of parliamentary debate into one which actually has sparring on issues which we never discussed before. Otherwise, you would just have one side chanting. Now you have both sides chanting various things. So that's one. The second thing is that the image we have of parliament now is of a space where the voice of people can be heard. And Nehruvian, Gandhian, or utopian, whatever it may be, there is a change in the whole patwa of parliament. And that grammar having changed is actually good for India. And I think anyone who can learn it fast will have advantages.
अश्विनी जी, ये बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है दिलीप चेरियन और शाहिद भाई का, क्योंकि अगर आप ओथ टेकिंग भी देखें तो सबने अलग अलग बातें कही. किसी ने जय कृष्णा कहा, हेमा मालिनी, किसी ने जय हिंदू राष्ट्र कहा, किसी ने जय श्री राम कहा, किसी ने जय संविधान कहा. हालांकि शशि थरूर ने जब बोला तो स्पीकर ने उनको टोका. बट इन जनरल लोगों ने अलग अलग बातें कही, और दिलीप चेरियन कह रहे हैं ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. दूसरा, पार्लियामेंट भी बदल गया है, जहां पे धर्म की इतनी, मतलब धर्म और कल्चर की इतनी असर्शन शायद लैंग्वेज में नहीं थी, इतनी विजिबिलिटी नहीं थी जो आज नजर आती है. आप क्या बोलेंगे जब शाहिद भाई कहते हैं आरएसएस को तो खुश होना चाहिए, यही तो वो चाहते थे या चाहते हैं?
देखिए, बहुत अच्छी बात है. दिलीप जी ने जो कहा उसमें जय फिलिस्तीन भी किसी ने बोला था. हो सकता है कि अब ये भी जो अच्छी चीज है, अगर इसको अच्छा माना जाए तो जय फिलिस्तीन भी बोला गया था. खैर, अच्छी चीज है. सदन को ठीक से चलना चाहिए. जय कृष्णा बोलना, जय अल्लाह के नाम पर कुछ करना, यीशु के नाम पर कुछ करना, यहाँ पर हिंदू, हम जो है हिंदू और उसकी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर हिंदुस्तान की हम बात कर रहे हैं. मगर जो बात आज अभी हमारी यहाँ पर कांग्रेस की प्रवक्ता बोल रही है, मैं उस पर जवाब देने के लिए मैं बार बार आपसे अनुरोध कर रहा था. इन्होंने कहा राहुल गांधी जी ज्यादा हिंदुत्व को समझते हैं. अच्छी बात है. और इन्होंने कहा कि मैं साउथ से हूं, तो मैं तो कहता हूं कि मुझे लगता है कि साउथ के लोग कुछ जरूरत से ज्यादा जो है
हिंदुइज्म को समझते हैं, हिंदुत्व नहीं. ये इंटरचेंजेबल फ्रेजेस नहीं है. पर
भाई, अंग्रेजी में और हिंदी में कुछ अंतर हो तो मुझे बता दीजिए. हिंदुइज्म क्या होता है, हिंदुत्व क्या होता है, मुझे नहीं पता. अंग्रेजी में कुछ बड़ा सरल तरीके से कह दिया जाता है और हिंदी में उसको लोग गलत कहते हैं. अंग्रेजी में बहुत बड़े बड़े शब्दों को बड़ी सरलता से कह दिया जाता है, हिंदी में नहीं कहा जा सकता है जी. तो उन्होंने जो कहा उसकी बात कर रहा हूं. मैं कह रहा हूं कि मैं अभी साउथ जाता रहता हूं, बड़े रिचुअल्स होते हैं वहां पर. तो मैं नॉर्थ में कहीं नहीं देखा कि किसी के घर में बाहर जो है सुबह सुबह उठकर किसी ने जो है रंगोली बनाई हो, लेकिन साउथ में बनता है. मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं, हमारी बहन कांग्रेस की हैं, उनको बताना चाहता हूं, देवघर में जो है राहुल गांधी जी वहां पर वो कर रहे थे, शंकर जी भगवान की देवघर में पूजा कर रहे थे, रुद्राभिषेक कर रहे थे. और उनको ये नहीं पता था कि वो जो दूध और पानी और फूल चढ़ाया जाता है वो कहाँ चढ़ाया जाता है. तो आप कैसे कह रहे हैं कि हिंदुत्व और हिंदुइज्म को समझते हैं? वो जो हर आदमी शिवलिंग पर चढ़ाता है पानी और वो किनारे चढ़ा रहे थे, तो हम कैसे कह दें? उसके बाद क्यों नहीं आता? इसकी भी कारण है. जब जबरदस्ती कोई हिंदू बनने की कोशिश करेगा, कोई मुस्लिम, देखिए वसीम खान थे, जितेंद्र स्वामी बन गए, धर्म परिवर्तन हो गया उनका, दुनिया ने जाना। लेकिन राहुल गांधी जी का धर्म परिवर्तन कब भाई? फिरोज गांधी जी कौन थे? राजीव गांधी जी उसके बाद आए, उसके इंदिरा गांधी जी आई, वहां से इटली से आ गई सोनिया जी। तो ये हिंदू कब हुए? कब इनका धर्म परिवर्तन हुआ? वो डेट, वो तारीख बता दीजिए। और कोई भी हिंदू, मैं पैदा हुआ हूं, थोड़ा सा 10 सेकंड दीजिएगा, मैं पैदा हुआ हूं, मेरा गोत्र वत्स है, और मैं मरूंगा तब तक मेरा गोत्र वत्स रहेगा, मैं हिंदू हूं। लेकिन राहुल गांधी जी जब ब्रह्मा जी के मंदिर में जाते हैं, कहते हैं, पुजारियों को बताना पड़ता है, वो पूछते हैं वत्स गोत्र पंच प्रवर, तब पूछा जाता है, तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं दत्तात्रेय गोत्र का ब्राह्मण हूं। और महादेव के मंदिर उज्जैन में आने पर वो कहते हैं मैं कश्यप गोत्र का हूं। मतलब कि कहीं हिंदू नहीं है, उनके खून में हिंदू नहीं है, उनके दिमाग में हिंदू नहीं है। वो हिंदुत्व को जो है वो एक तरह से लालच देते हैं, हिंदुत्व से नफरत करते हैं। और वो एक नफरत का कारण होगा जब उनके पिताजी को पशुपतिनाथ मंदिर में नहीं जाने दिया गया था, उनकी दादी को जगन्नाथ मंदिर में नहीं जाने दिया गया था। इसका बदला लेते आए ये परिवार हिंदुत्व से नफरत करने के बाद। जी
ओके, ये आपने बहुत एक तरह से प्रोवोकेटिव बात कही है। आई लेट भाव्या रिस्पॉन्ड। अश्विनी शाही सेज दैट राहुल गांधी may have told Modi that you're not a Hindu because you don't practice what he believes Hinduism stands for. Ashwini Shahi says the Gandhi family actually hates this faith. It's only a political front. What would you say?
Oh my God, his understanding of Hinduism is so shallow. राहुल गांधी या हम लोग हिंदू धर्म के, आपकी भाषा में भी, मेरी छूटी फूटी हिंदी में, मैं साउथ से हूँ, फिर भी आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए हिंदुत्व और हिंदू धर्म की फर्क। ठीक है, हिंदू धर्म का जो मौल्य है ना सर, वो हम फॉलो करते हैं। वही तो राहुल गांधी जी ने आज पार्लियामेंट में बात किया था इसी के बारे में। आप सिर्फ रिचुअल करते रहो, हम हमारे भगवान जो मौल्य बताए हैं ना हमारे भगवत गीता में और उनके लाइफ स्टोरीज में, जो शिव जी के फोटो दिखाया था राहुल गांधी जी ने आज, उसको फॉलो करते हैं। आप रिचुअल्स करो लेकिन वैल्यूज को फॉलो नहीं करते आप लोग। थोड़ा सा तो अपना दिमाग खोल के देखो। हिंदू धर्म बड़ा, बहुत बड़ा है सर, सब लोग अपने अपने रिचुअल्स करते हैं। ये बहुत शालो है। आप ये बोल रहे हो कि उनको रिचुअल पता नहीं इसलिए वो हिंदू नहीं है, ये लोग हंसते हैं आप पे। ऐसे कैसे बोल सकते हैं? हम साउथ से हैं, कर्नाटक में किसी और, कर्नाटक में डिफरेंट cities have different kind of rituals. This is so shallow. Name calling like Khan Market, who don't know Hindu ritual and all of this, they just want to give a certificate. Who are you to give certificates? Who are you to call names? Who are you to tell us if we are Hindus or not? You know what? आप ठेकेदार नहीं हो हिंदू धर्म का, आप कोई नहीं हो हिंदू धर्म का, आप सेवियर्स नहीं हो हिंदू धर्म का। आपके बाद ही आप लोगों ने कहा कि हिंदू धर्म अभी what there it is in danger. Before this, everyone was peaceful, happy, and they only thought they are Indians. And सब लोग भाईचारे से रहते थे। आप आए, danger हुआ, हिंदू धर्म, it was in danger. You took away
okay, this is okay, Bhavya. Okay, I take your point on no one. Okay, let me interject here. I take your point on no.
The true Hindu will always be acceptable of other religion. They're not gonna be by.
Let's take a comment. Let me say. Okay, I need to speak now, Bhavya. I take your point about there's no one. I have an interesting comment from the audience, but before that, yes, you're right. Nobody should give certificates to anybody. But we can't also be rosy about कि पहले कुछ भी नहीं होता था. We have also seen even anti-Muslim riots that have taken place on the watch of the Congress, anti-Sikh riots, and then anti-Muslim riots have taken place in Gujarat. So let's not now paint history with a completely rose-tinted perspective. Now, a comment coming in, very interesting. Let's take last comments on this from Rahul, and maybe Shahid and Dilip want to come in. By making religion the core of his speech, Rahul Gandhi is playing to the BJP's game instead of focusing on need, unemployment, and everyday issue of citizens. This speech was a futile exercise. Do you agree, Rahul? Eshwar, and then Shahid, and then Dilip? Yes.
Absolutely no. That particular comment is by some SFI and the left guy in the north. Nothing more than that. I mean, with due respect, no, that kind of attitude. See, there are left-wing issues, economic issues, NEET issues. Nobody is saying no. There are identity issues too. Only one my submission. I'm not a person who wears religion on my
But
sleeve.
Rahul Eshwar, there's another funny comment from Prasad who says Rahul has unintentionally got religion into the forefront, not only in Parliament but also in your show. The last 23 minutes of the discussion has been on Hinduism. But
And that's
very